Hello, Eric July. How are you?
My man, what's up, Ethan? How you doing? I'm doing good. I can't complain, man. All right, yeah, all right. Let's make fun of these weirdos. T. Franklin tries to get my page taken down because I call it for what it is. Like I talked about her self-insert with Vixen and shit, and they don't like that stuff, and that's cool. But I'd rather do that and then put out some books that's competitive with them as opposed to just sitting here giving them money every week. That's kind of what changed with me.
Yeah, T. Franklin's something else. I enjoyed your argument with her. Did you call her a crackhead?
I called her a crackhead. Yeah, she didn't take kindly to that either when I called her that. T. Franklin, she is doing that Harley Quinn Bang Kill tour, which I guess is a book that kind of extends from that show that they're doing on her, which is basically just a show for a bunch of lesbians. That's the only appeal that it has. That obviously just put in a position because of her status. She's one of those typical pronoun brigade weirdos, puts some mental illnesses and all that shit in her bio and all that. She doubled down on this idea that Vixen was gay, right? Which again, we know Vixen had gone 30 years having never been alluding to being gay, but hey, she's gay now because why not? The writer's black, gay, and disabled. And I didn't really understand this until I talked about this with Chuck Dixon on my show. They seem to write these gay characters as predators all the time. Why is that? And I was like, and they did that with Vixen, where she's like hitting on this disabled chick, and it's fucking weird, man.
She's like, you're not going anywhere. You can outrun me. I can run like a cheetah, and you're on crutches. Well, I'm going to stick my giraffe tongue in you. There's nothing like, you can do about it.
Fucking weird, man. It's some predator shit. That was an embodiment of what she was. It was a self-insert because the chick's disabled, black, and a lesbian. That was her self-insert into that story. And she didn't take too kindly to me just calling it.
It has to always be about them in some way. It's like if I'm going to be writing Vixen, she's going to be dating me. If I'm going to be writing Starfire, she's going to be my mom, and I'm going to be her fat little daughter who hates her. They cannot write anything that isn't about them. But T. Franklin, she is particularly interesting. She did write a letter to people like me, not you, okay? She made a video addressing me, the white comic creators. Have you ever seen this video?
No, this is my first time seeing this.
Okay, you're here for a treat here. This is T. Franklin, Dear White Comic Creators. Ready?
Let's do this.
Okay.
White comic creators.
This is who you were fighting with.
Why aren't y'all speaking out?
I am.
Why? Because you're afraid of the mouse?
No.
You afraid of Mickey Mouse?
I'll fucking kill you.
You white comic creators are afraid of fucking Mickey Mouse? What? You got this big ass platform. You motherfuckers been riding for 10 plus fucking years, making money telling black stories.
What's the problem?
You making money off of black pain?
Oh, Jesus.
But you can't fucking tweet?
Now, hold on a second. Now, I want to just take a minute, put this in context. This person is clearly insane.
Legit mental issues.
This is her emotionally and politically blackmailing. Hey, if you're in power in comics and you're white and male especially, I'm about to just completely and totally emotionally blackmail your ass. Basically threaten to call you racist. She gets hard in the paint here. You're not going to believe this shit. You're going to love this.
But you want my black ass. You up in my fucking DMs asking my black ass to fucking promote your shit?
Who is?
You asking me to read a story about Black Lives Matter?
You know who she's talking to?
T, can I get your opinion? You hitting me up. Hey, yo, T, can you let me know what you think about this? Right, Scott Snyder?
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow. Name dropping. I like it.
Why the fuck you ain't talking about it?
Scott Snyder.
Can you read this thing I wrote about black people, Miss Franklin?
Why you ain't talking about it? All you white comic creators out there, especially you motherfuckers who reached out to me, and you fucking Latin motherfuckers who reached out to me asking me fucking advice because you want to put a black motherfucking character in your goddamn comic book.
Who the fuck is asking me?
Black people can read this shit.
Now let me just ask, Rippa, is your first character black?
Yes, ironically, yes. The main character is, yes.
Did you ask Miss Franklin?
No, I did not get approval from Miss Franklin. First of all, light skin is a motherfucker, by the way. Somebody's white somewhere, obviously there. So she got beef probably with some family member. I don't know. Maybe it's a mama or a daddy. That may be part of where this is stemming from and worth looking into.
Scott Snyder's up in her DMs going,
would you please read the story that I wrote about black people? Just make sure that it's an accurate reflection. Don't yell at me.
This is embarrassing.
It gets heavier. Get ready.
Where the fuck y'all at? Where you at? Why you ain't saying shit? Why? Because you gave me a shout out? Because you said I could be in your book? Why? Because you'll promote my shit? Why? Don't fucking pander to me. Like, you want to hit me up asking me for advice on your motherfucking books, profit off of black motherfucking pain, so you could get the black fucking people to read your motherfucking books so you could put money in your motherfucking pockets, but you ain't saying shit?
Scott Snyder, start saying shit now. Fuck is the matter with you? I'm with T. Let me get some of that.
Oh man, that's gotta be lazy. Get you out of there. Some of that ain't just weed.
Do I need to put up the fucking screenshots?
Put up the screenshots.
Go for
yes.
it, man. Let's make a party out of this.
Need to put up the fucking screenshots?
Yeah.
Asking me to do shit for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, I cannot believe this is my first time seeing this. I would have long brought this up.
I don't call my phone. Don't text my phone. Don't DM a bitch. Don't email a bitch. Don't do nothing to this black bitch right here. Don't fucking hit me up.
You better not hit her up, Scott.
Fuck you. Fuck all of you.
That's all of
Every
you.
single one of you.
Not me though, right?
Jesus.
I don't regret nothing that's coming out my motherfucking mouth right now.
Why should you?
Yeah.
I ain't that fucking high and I ain't that fucking
I don't know about that one. That's the questionable part of this.
Asking me advice about Wonder Woman.
Why would anybody ask?
Asking me advice about your Image Comics.
Who? Name names. Let's go. I love this shit.
But you don't want to say nothing about this?
And they're just gonna crawl to her over videos like this.
Nothing?
Terrified
I'm
of her.
letting shit go. I don't bring up the fact about the sexual harassment claims.
What?
You know, the people that you still associate with, abusing women and shit. I don't call out the fact that you associate with them.
Why not?
Yeah, you should.
That's pretty egregious. You should.
Protect women.
I don't say nothing. But this, I don't say nothing when people be coming for me. I don't be saying shit when motherfuckers don't have ramps for me.
She's disabled.
I don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say nothing. Because I'm the only one being hurt. You feel me?
Yep.
Me.
Yes.
It ain't nobody else.
That's who it's about. Thanks
I've
for
been on this earth for a minute, right? So I know how to handle myself.
Clearly you do.
The only time folks stood up for me is when they outed me as a sex worker on the timeline and gave the black comic creators my videos and my pictures. That's the only time folks stood up for me. And
Pause it real quick, either.
But this,
That part, I didn't find out about that until after me and her had that back and forth. Because I probably, had I known she had, I would have been like, man, I shouldn't even be engaging in this shit. Apparently, I don't know if I guess because she got outed, now she's just owning up to it. Apparently, she brags about black, lesbian, disabled sex worker is her branding. Yeah, I didn't find out about that latter point until after the fact. I didn't obviously know this point that she was outed. Like, I guess that wasn't something she didn't want to make public or something. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't want to straw man here. The chick.
There were videos that were passed around.
Yeah, apparently there's videos. So I don't know if that was like, maybe it wasn't something that was she wanted to get out there, but now she's just maybe just owning up to it. But
Holy shit.
there you go. Thumbs the video up right now.
All right, let's get back to this fine specimen.
I'm not the only one being hurt. This is my people. This is my son. This is my daughter. This is me. We can be hurt, and y'all are saying nothing.
Why aren't they saying anything?
No. When
Hold on a
Mark
second, I'll pause it.
fucking Wade.
Oh, we got a name drop. We got a
Hold
name
on.
drop.
I'll back it up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
What are you gonna say?
So that's what it's about. And folks that have watched my videos, I did a video way back where I say, I think the title was something along the lines like, why I don't obsess over racism. And I talked about these kinds of people that are within really all industries and all kind of little subcultures. I think a lot of people get it twisted because, yeah, she's obsessed with like identity politics and all that. But a lot of folks think that it comes from a position of superiority. I vehemently disagree with. It comes from a position of inferiority because how she's viewing herself is that she needs white folk to validate basically her struggle or her existence. And that's why she's irate. She's doing this whole video while she's talking about silence and why they're not speaking up, because she needs them to validate either her experience or struggle, or maybe it's a phantom thing that she feels like black people are going through or not, or maybe they are legitimately going through. But ultimately it boils down to that she needs white folk to speak up on her behalf. These people ain't even pro-black. You can listen to what it is that they're saying. Like this, when it shows these guys are not proud of who it is that they are because they need some white folk to legitimize their existence.
I think it's weirder than that. I think she's smarter than that. And I think what you're saying, those white liberals would agree with that.
Yeah.
You do need us.
Yeah.
You do need us. So listen, you don't have any culture of your own, okay? But we're gonna let you into this white culture here. We're gonna make Superman was created by white people and he has Caucasian skin. We're gonna make him black for you. Is that okay? Is that all right? We're gonna allow you to come in here. We're gonna have diversity hiring quotas so that we can let you into our space because only we can do it. We're gonna create more characters of color. We'll hire you to work on them, okay? Is that all right too?
Yeah.
This is white supremacy. You want to know what white supremacy actually is?
Absolutely.
That's what it is. If that's what you believe, get your white asses out of there. Why do you get to be the one who delegates?
Exactly.
The fuck out of here. So anyway, my white ass is gonna hit this play button.
I didn't even say shit when Mark fucking Wade said to me before I started writing comics that he felt it was okay to use the word in his book.
Mark Wade. I feel like that should have been like trending news, huh? Why am I just not hearing about this? What? People in our space have had our run-ins with Mark Wade. I feel like this is a bombshell, man. This is a fucking bombshell.
Yes, it is. Now, this was trending news at the time. He had a book out called Strange Fruit, which was him and J.G. Jones, two white guys telling the story of a black superhero. Somebody came forward, a black activist came forward and busted his balls. Like, why are you guys, the N-word is in this? Why are you guys like feeling free to use that word and all this stuff? And I remember this happening. I remember Mark Wade kind of being put back on his heels. Like,
I may have made a mistake here.
I didn't know it was her. Like, it was her that was doing that. And you can find those articles, Mark Wade, J.G. Jones, attacked by black activists. So it was really before the SJWism kind of had sunk in.
Okay.
But it was her. Evidently, it was her who did that. That's how she made her name, and that's how she implanted herself. SJWs have to assert themselves in a community. They have to threaten people in order to get power. You've seen that happen everywhere. Come in and you just kind of say, isn't this racist? Aren't you a sexist? Aren't you a homophobe? I'm going to fix it. You better hire me and I'll fix it. And that's evidently what she did. And she's been working on the margins ever since. All right, here we go.
Book, was it Dark Horse, a Dynam? No, it was a Dark Horse, the Image, Boom. One of them books. I think it was Boom. One of them publishers. I ain't say nothing about that. Mind you, I have audio. So let me have Mark Wade say, oh no, that's not the truth. I got audio, my dude.
Where is it at? Why is it not being released?
So I have audio.
My friend T.
Feel
Franklin.
free to call me out on that shit, Mark.
I want to hear it.
I do
I
too.
ain't saying nothing about that because again, I was the only one being heard. Even though I should have said something because other black folks were reading this book. But listening to this old ass white motherfucker tell me it's all right to use the word, and he didn't even say N-word, my guy.
Yes.
Like he didn't even say the N-word. No.
What'd he say?
Wow.
Repeatedly to me, a black woman in Baltimore Comic-Con around other black people. I ain't say shit.
You got it on tape though, right?
I am now.
I want the receipt.
Fuck anymore.
I want the
I am
receipt.
so tired of your silence in this comic book industry. I am so tired. And this, when that orange motherfucker in office.
It always comes back to Trump somewhere.
It's all Trump's fault.
All roads point to Trump.
Put an open season sign on black people.
What?
Did?
And you white
What did that
comic
happen?
creators said nothing. You've made an enemy for life. I will never apologize for anything coming out of my mouth. I will never delete this video.
Thank you.
I will promote the fuck out of this video.
So will we.
Just like I fucking promote your books. And you know how good I am at that.
Yes.
You know how good a bitch is at that. I will promote the shit out this video.
Eric will, I bet
I
Yellow Flash
want
will.
every fucking comic book fan out there to fucking know how quiet you are and the shit that you have done, and use this black woman to profit off a black page so I can spread the word to the black community, and you said nothing?
Scott Snyder.
Everybody gonna fucking know. You got the right bitch.
Tell him.
This is the T from Patterson. Y'all motherfuckers don't know that bitch. Y'all ain't never seen that bitch. And that bitch is out.
I got to get whatever
He's
she's
open season
smoking.
on
It's got to
black
be
people.
fucking amazing.
You want to be quiet, comic creators? Oh, you white comic creators who reached out to me. And even the non-black people of color creators. Y'all want to reach out? Y'all want to say shit? I'll be seeing y'all soon. Take care.
Yes.
That, first of all, that was fucking amazing. That was incredible. And I'm glad you introduced me to that because, yeah, that's damn. I wish I would have known before. But think about that. This heifer said all that shit. And then she got rewarded with a book for DC Comics.
Of course she did.
I should tell everybody everything that we need to know.
Well, I mean, that's exactly, you know, that's terrifying. You know,
Right.
It's like, that's the thing. Like, the one thing that they're really deathly afraid of is that I don't want to be called a racist.
Yep.
You know, Scott Snyder going to her and being like,
ma'am, I saw what you did.
think about this. She's the one who did that to Mark Waid with Strange Fruit, you know, attracts her attention, and Mark gets all kinds of shit. He admits he made a mistake. So Scott Snyder has to write a book for some black interest. He's going to run it by her. He's going to make sure that he has her blessing. And she's just like,
you owe me now. You owe me a favor.
She's got everybody terrified of her.
Yeah.
And that is how these people operate. That is how SJWs operate in comics. And believe it, that is what an SJW is. That's what they sound like. It is unreal, dude.
That was amazing. And you hear something like that, and you would think, I mean, I guess there was a point in time where we had some sort of, I don't know, respect for our industries where a person would say some shit like that or act like that, and that person, there was no way that person was going to be, they were like, this person's out of here, this fucker's crazy. You move up, I guess, in the chain in this day and age regarding definitely the big two. And that just shows just where we're at. You hear that, and it's like, why the fuck would you want to support a company that, despite that,
they hire her.
They fucking said, hey, here you go, whatever you want.
Recently, they hired her.
Yeah.
They just gave her Vixen and let her say, do whatever you want with this character because we don't really care. And that's what she did. And you know, she took the character and she made it pornographic. Vixen has a giraffe's tongue for licking vaginas. Literally said that. I mean, that's what she said online. Yeah. And DC's got to be like,
it's gonna be over soon. Just let her do her thing.
It's gonna be over. No, you let her in the door, and now she's going to disgrace you, and she's going to control everybody in the room. People are terrified.
You fucking loser, man. Like, you fucking loser, dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
That you just have to understand. That is how control. I mean, that is how people dominate. These people are all waiting to be dominated. They're natural cucks. So they're waiting to be dominated. They're waiting to be pushed around, and that is T. Franklin is the woman to do it. I loved watching you take her out. I thought that was hilarious.
And I should do a little master class on how to handle these fucking people, because you know it happens like once every other week, and one of these weirdos will come at me and then they lose, and then they fucking rage quit or they get upset, and to the point to, well, we need to take this guy's page down, and that's often unsuccessful as well. They operate and they have strength because they're able to almost coerce or extort these sort of actions out of people. And obviously, if you give in to that, you give them power, right, over you. And they basically, you do whatever it is that they want because, like you mentioned, you're afraid to be called all these names. You know, I've had these instances where people have called me like transphobic or some lousy shit like that. And they expect me to sit here and like get on the defense. Oh, no, I'm not that guy. I would never. And half the time, I don't even fucking acknowledge it. They malfunction. They don't know what to do with that because they're so accustomed to people. They expect you to get on the defense so they can pimp you into doing what they want you to do. And when you don't do that, they fucking malfunction. So they don't know what to do. They literally don't know what to do. You can't give into that bullshit, man. Like, let them fucking, if they get upset, irate, if anything, just make fun of them, bro. They don't know what to fucking do, and they get so mad when you do that.
Yeah, there's a great meme where it's just like you see a bunch of people just kind of gathered around, and then one comes up, and SJW comes up and goes, y'all are racist, and the guy just goes, okay, and then right back to the conversation, and that's it. And that's basically all that you got to do. And just part of the great thing about this community, about Comicsgate, is we really do take the power away from these people, being like, hey, you're good here, we know that you're none of those things, and we give you kind of steel in your spine. You're never alone. One of the things that SJWs do is they swarm and isolate someone. They make it so that they have no help, they have nobody to lean on. They're all alone, and at that point you're going to surrender. When you have no backup, you're going to surrender to these people. Comicsgate is a tough little community that laughs at this shit. We will stand up for you.
Look, man, we have a big crossover. The Comicsgate community has been big with the you need to do this, you need to do this, giving the push to like, hey man, you need to be in this space. This is what it's about. See artists that have had to leave, great artists that have had to leave that space, and the Comics Gate community has caught them essentially and made this more lucrative probably than anything you guys have ever been a part of. That's a big deal, man. Like that's a big fucking deal, and this community obviously deserves a lot of credit.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody watching right now. This was a lot of fun. Appreciate it, and I hope to talk again soon. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you again.